So I've decided it's time to start getting on the Slayer grind. I need to get to 65 for Dust Devils. And the reason why I need to unlock Dust Devils is because they're really good for ice bursting. And there's the Vampire Slayer quest complete. And there's 31 crafting, which means I can now do the Lost City quest. And there's the Lost City quest complete, which unlocks another boss at Nightmare Zone. So after completing those two quests, that allows me to do Nightmare Zone. And the reason why I need to do Nightmare Zone is to imbue my Archer's Ring. And so there we go, imbued Archer Ring unlocked. And I went ahead and bought a cannon so I can speed up my Slayer training. So one of the cool things about while I was doing Nightmare Zone was I have a troll task, as you can see here. And one of my adversaries was Dad from the Troll Stronghold quest. And there's 39 Slayer. And so the cool thing about that was actually I was getting Slayer XP from killing Dad. And it was getting like, I think like 200 or 300 XP per kill. So I was leveling up pretty fast. And like you just saw, I'm already up to 39. And boom, there's 50 Slayer. And boom, 52 Slayer. That unlocks jellies. And I think that's like the first Slayer monster that you can actually make money off of. They drop clue scrolls and like rune full helmets, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do the clue scrolls if I ever end up getting them as a task. So while I'm sitting here training my combat stats on the pier, I was thinking about getting a fire cape, and I decided it's probably not a good idea. I'm not afraid that I'm going to fail. I mean, I've done 31 Jads on my main account, I believe. I've never done one on a pier, but I've done 31 on my main, so I'm not really afraid to fail and die. I mean, all you really lose is like an hour of time plus a little bit of GP. What I am afraid of, though, is that every time I've done Jad on my main account, I always utilize the long range aspect, and knowing me, out of habit, I'll probably end up doing that. And that will ruin my pier, obviously, because that'll get me to level 2 defense or even higher than level 2. And so I thought about it, and that plus 4 strength boost isn't really worth risking my account, the entire account. And on top of that, the main reason why I'm making this account is to go like deep wilderness and do like no honor PKing and stuff like that, just to learn how to PK properly and get better at it, because I'm not very good at all. And so this is just really for me to learn the basics of PKing and stuff and try to get better. So I'm not going to want to take a fire cape out that deep anyways. So most likely I'll probably just stick to a prayer boosting cape while I train Slayer. There we go, there's 50 strength. So now I've got to train my attack up to 50, and I can use the Granite Hammer. And there's 50 attack, which means I can now use the Granite Hammer. I don't really know too much about the Granite Hammer because it's kind of a relatively new weapon, but from what I've heard, it's actually not that bad. So pretty much I'm just going to use this to train my strength all the way up until level 99, and I'm going to start training through Slayer. So what I did was I moved my house to Remington, and the reason for that is because I can use other people's POHs. I have maxed POHs, and I can use like all their teleports and their ornate pool and all that good stuff. So my current Slayer assignment is Moss Giants, and I'm sure as most of you know, in Edgeville, there's that little, or in the Edgeville dungeon, there's like that little pipe that you get from the Edgeville dungeon to Varrock sewers to get to the Moss Giants. I'm not sure if that's the best place to kill these, but I would imagine it is. But you need 51 agility, and I'm level 50. So I need an agility potion. So I'm hopped around so many worlds, and there is literally a lot of people at every world at Moss Giants. I don't understand. Ah, here we go. Finally an open world. I don't understand. Are they really that good for money or not? But let's pot up like the noob we are and go on through here and massacre these bad boys. Man, I really need to get some more Moss Giant tasks. What is going on? Oh, I'm still attacking that one. I was like, what is happening? How am I still getting XP? But I really need to get more Moss Giant tasks. As you can see here, I was getting 24k experience per hour. That's very good. I need to get more of those. So this is one of the things I love the most about going to other people's houses. The Corinne teleport. So useful. Look. Boom. Right at the Catacombs. See, now this is when Slayer gets good. When you get up to these monsters that you can kill. That's what I like about the Catacombs. I actually never did the Catacombs on my main account because I got 99 Slayer on my main before the Catacombs even came out. But even a crappy task like Banshees turns into a pretty decent task because each of these have 100 hit points. And so each one is 100 Slayer points. So since I have 90 to kill, that's 9,000 Slayer points right there. Instead of like having to kill the crappy Banshees. This is way much better task. And the drops are pretty decent as far as like herbs and stuff go. Like you get pretty good herbs from what I've heard. I've never actually killed these, like I said, so we'll see. So the Catacombs really did make Slayer a lot better. Here's my loot from my Banshee task. Now normally I would have just gotten like pure essence from the regular Banshees. But I got 175k, which isn't the best, but at least it paid for my prayer potions. So definitely any task that I get that I can do in the Catacombs where I have like a higher tier of monster, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Like the Catacomb alternate version, I'm definitely going to be doing that from now on. So there we go, there's my first jellies task. I'm still not sure if I want to do the clue scrolls that I get, because I don't know if I'll be able to do them, because I'm pretty sure I'll get some stuff that requires defense levels that I'll have to wear, but I know they do drop rune full helms, so if I can get a couple of those, it'll at least pay for my prayer potions. So apparently you can ice burst jellies in the Catacombs like you would with dust devils. So actually I don't even have to get 65, but I just want to keep training Slayer because I need to get my combat stats up. And so basically what I'm going to do is any Slayer monster that I can't burst, I'm just going to train strength, and then any that I can burst, I'm going to train magic. And pretty much just do that until I get my Slayer as high as I want. Probably like to level, I think, 77, I believe. Yeah, I want to try to get to at least probably 77, maybe 85 eventually, but that's a very long-term goal. But that means I've got to go gear up to do some bursting, and that's pretty awesome because not only is the task going to go super fast, I'm going to get some magic XP that I really need. And I missed a level, but there is 55 Slayer, which means I can now kill Turoths, even though they aren't very good. But I can use like a Slayer dart or something to kill them and train my magic at the same time, so it won't be too terrible. So as you can see, killing these jellies is 40k Slayer XP an hour. That's insane. Like, the Catacombs really made Slayer a lot easier. And so since I'm training Slayer, I need to get 52 prayer anyways. So I went ahead and bought all the dragon bones that I needed. And the reason why I'm getting 52 prayer now is because it adds, like, I think +2 to my prayer potion when I drink a prayer potion dose. So I'll just save a little bit of money, so. And there's 48 prayer, which got me to 64 combat. And there's my 52 prayer, which means I now have unlocked smite, and I no longer have to train prayer anymore on this account, which is awesome. And there's 60 strength. I'm actually moving up these strength levels actually really quick. Already up to level 60, but we gotta keep going. And now time to do something I've been dreading, the Underground Pass quest. I have to complete both Underground Pass and Regicide because I want to unlock Zulrah on this account so I can kill it, and I can use that money to pay for Slayer, as well as pay for bonds and stuff like that. It trains magic and range, and obviously I'm a pure magic and range based pure with some melee, but you don't use melee there, so could potentially use that for a little bit of training. It's not going to be very good training, but any training is positive, and I will also make profit, so that will be pretty nice. And now for the saddest part of the quest. So sad. And now for the most fun part of this quest. Doing these agility ops. Oh my god, I'm so salty. I made it to the final agility obstacle before you like get to Iban, and of course I fall. Watch me fail this again. I'm gonna be so mad. Yes, thank god. Finally done with the most annoying part of this fucking quest. Now the rest is really easy. And there we go. Finally, Underground Pass complete. What a great reward. 3,000 agility XP and 3,000 attack XP. Though I've done the Underground Pass, I'm pretty sure you gotta go through it again in order to do Regicide, which I think is the last quest I have to do in order to unlock Zulrah. I don't think I have to do roving elves, so just one more quest to go and I'll unlock Zulrah. I won't be able to kill it until I get 75 magic, but I just want to get it over with and get it unlocked. So after you complete the underground pass, you gotta wait a little bit before you can start regicide, because you get a random, kind of like random event type thing that gives you a letter that tells you can do regicide. So you need 56 agility to do regicide, but you can boost 5 levels with a summer pie, so you only need 51. I'm currently 50 agility and there's 51 agility, and I didn't get the message, so I just kind of AFK'd in Edgeville, and then I ended up getting logged out, and when I finally logged back on I had the message. And then finally, after going through the underground pass twice, we finally completed regicide, which unlocks Zulrah, and I got 13k agility XP and some coins, so it's pretty awesome.